Good morning and welcome to the Great Journey podcast. I'm here with Sensei Callahan, and we have a topic that we are going to discuss today about the essence of character. For those of you who do not know, we're not just a martial arts school, we're actually a character and leadership school, and that is the base of everything we do here. So Sensei, what do you have to share with us today?
Yeah. Well, the first to go off of what you just said there. So, yeah, in the martial arts world, there's different types of programs out there. There are the recreational programs, there's the fight clubs, there's the sports program. But what we focus on is character and leadership development.
Right.
So, what I found was that I started training at age 20. I was an angry young man, come from an abusive family. And I really wanted to be respected. And I thought that if I knew karate, I could beat people up and I could get them to respect me that way.
Right.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
That's not the way it works. Um, but that's what I thought at the time. What I realized that over time was that I was changing as a person. And in the school that I was in, there was a motto up on the wall that said that the ultimate aim of the art of karate lies not in victory or defeat, but in the perfection of the character of the individual.
Okay.
And I thought about that for a little while. So what does karate have to do with character development?
Right.
And it wasn't really talked about much in the school because that school was really a sports school. It was really a fight club.
Okay.
And but I started to investigate that on my own.
Yeah.
And I came to the conclusion that the real value of practicing the art was on how it was transforming you as a person.
Right.
Because even to this day, I've been practicing for 51 years. I have never had to punch anybody
Right.
or kick.
Right. And that's a good goal.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that.
And so the physical art itself isn't needed on a daily basis. Now, that's because we live in a very safe part of the world.
Right.
There's other places that are more dangerous. You might have to do that.
Yeah.
But it was the character development essence of it and how it changed a person that became the most important thing for me. That's what I recognize to be the biggest value.
And that's what inspired you
Yeah.
to create the school.
Yes.
Okay.
And so in thinking about character development, what really are we talking about? So the first thing to talk about is courage, the character trait of courage. So there's a list of 12 different character traits that we focus on here in the school, but you could subdivide them in lots of different ways. But we talk about courage first. And courage is your ability to face danger. And danger comes in many forms, and it's all around us. You walk outside the door here, and there's danger out there, believe it or not.
Right.
And so what is it? How is courage actually developed? Well, all character is developed by establishing good habits and focusing on the behaviors that establish those habits.
Right.
So the question would be, what's the behavior that establishes the character trait of courage?
Okay.
So being able to face danger and to stand up to danger and to deal with it as it comes your way.
Yeah.
So one way that you can look at it is if somebody was tossing you a ball, they're just going to toss it to you gently.
Right.
There's not a whole lot of danger there.
Right.
It could be a little bit, hit you in the nose.
Yes.
And get a bloody nose.
Yeah.
But if you were taking a professional baseball player, pitcher who can throw the ball at 90 miles an hour, and they're going to throw it at your face, then you're in a dangerous situation, right? So, but if you can think of it as just danger coming your way and a softball being tossed to you, you learn how to catch it, and then you can handle that. And there are players that can catch 90-mile-an-hour fastballs.
Right.
And batters that can hit those.
Right.
And so those are all skills that were learned.
Right.
And so, but you get that, you gain that courage by starting with something light, something easy that's being brought to you, and you get good at that, and then you up the levels, and it gets harder and harder, and then you get to the point where now this is a dangerous situation, but now you're ready because you've grown used to facing it. You established the habit of facing that dangerous situation. And learning the skills that come along with dealing with it.
Yeah. So it's like the house being built on a strong foundation and not on sand. You got to have that good base to have that support.
Yep.
So it's also very important to have a guide or mentor, right, to take you through the training here to help build that courage. Is there anything you want to share about that?
Well, yeah. So people can go off in all kinds of different directions.
Yes.
If you're at all a fan of Star Wars, you know about the dark side.
Right.
And even the best of people can go to that. I think through Christian tradition, the angel Lucifer, who was a bright star in heaven, ended up becoming Satan. So it's easy for even the brightest people to fall,
right?
And
Absolutely.
and end up in a bad place,
right?
And so having a guide to guide you through that process is very important. That you do that.
And then you want to find a guide that has the integrity to
Yes.
be the right person to emulate yourself after.
Yeah.
Not what you're creating here. It's future good mentors and guides for other people.
Yep. So not only are we a martial arts school where we're teaching the art of Shotokan Karate and developing character, that we're also a instructor training program.
Yes.
So we're training young people how to become instructors and how to guide others through their lives. In whatever form it might be.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a pretty incredible thing.
It's
a great program.
Really
yes, I have 3 of my teenagers are doing it, and we're very happy with all the outcomes that has happened thus far. All right, wonderful. Well, thank you very much. There'll be more to come on this topic because character development is not something that can be covered in 5 to 10 minutes, but we'll be back with more soon. Okay, thanks so much for listening and have a great day. See you later.
Bye-bye.